Yeah, this is Shining Light TV station, London, worldwide. The documentary that I was doing on the activists that's going to talk about insecurity in the country and they shot him. They just sent it to me now. So I want to show you. His name is Rowole. That name I could not sound well. It's Rowole. This is the documentary. You know, we are not copywriting anybody. We are just showing this documentary through our own platform, Shining Light TV station. We are not copywriting nobody. We are just using this documentary to show people about the man that was saying the insecurity in the country and the policeman shot him. And no, even I was going through the documentary they sent to me now, knowing that why they shot him because he launched June 12th. So let's get into the documentary. So I will be chipping in. Anyway, I think the documentary is not opening. Let me use this one I'm using for this thing. So you can see Shining Light TV station worldwide. Wow. And let me get his documentary out. Okay, it's opening now. So I go back. We are not copywriting anybody. Don't want to hear the story. We are just using it to analyze. So we'll be coming. Let's see what they say. Come on, be quick, be quick. We want to go into the story.
In Abuja, human rights. Hours after it was shot and tear gassed for peacefully protesting an end to insecurity in the country on Monday, May 31st of 2021 in Abuja, human rights activist and convener of the hashtag Revolution Now protest, Omoyele Sowore,
okay, Omoyele, that name I could not pronounce well. It's Omoyele. So I will learn the name.
Sowore has now engaged other Nigerians tired of the President Muhammadu Buhari's regime to come out en masse on June 12, the days later to celebrate democracy in Nigeria, to demand Buhari's resignation and an end to insecurity. As expected, many aggrieved Nigerians have taken to trending the hashtag June 12 protest on Twitter, promising to come out to raise their voice against the oppression meted out by President Buhari and his cohort. But the question remains, will the protests go as planned? Will it be successful? Will Sowore be arrested again like the 2019 Revolution Now protest? Will history repeat itself like the hashtag EndSARS protests that ended with a genocide? And do Nigerians trust Sowore enough to come out for the protest? Hello guys, it's T-Code here for African Glitz.
Oh, it's even T-Code.
At such a close range.
Okay, this is Shining Light TV station, London. It's Tico African Glitz is sending the message across, So you can see what Tico is talking about. Let's go back to the message. I don't know why the thing is not coming up. Okay. Anyway, so.
That she looked at me and said, Sowore, you are the one here. And she shot me. Initially, it was like a thumb.
And then later, I started saying, I noticed that blood was running underneath my trousers. My jeans trousers. And scared I couldn't walk anymore, I fell to the ground. She instructed her men to be shooting more tear gas in our direction, apparently to prevent anybody from saving me.
Without a doubt, Omoyele Sowore has been one of the most consistent human rights activists in Nigeria, and his doggedness is unmistakably a passion for democracy reformation in the country. But since the 2020 EndSARS protests, many have come to openly distrust him over suspicion that he may be faking his passion for activism for brown envelopes. This is following reports that the 50-year-old founder of Sahara Reporters is being paid by the opposition party, PDP, causing mayhem during President Muhammadu Buhari's tenure, and if possible, see to not only his resignation or impeachment, but also ensure that APC is never voted into the presidential seat in the future. Surely, this is not the first time Sowore will be.
Anyway, this is Shining Light TV station, London. You see how they operate in Nigeria. You see, anybody who comes to speak something, they have to shut that person down. So people who is tweeting, can't you see what is going on, because we that we're in international country, we have to do our own. Me, Shining Light TV station, London, I am doing my own on net, So you see how they operate. This country, they don't know democracy. Or what the man came out, I don't know if the PDP people are paying the man, but the man came out and say there is no security in this country. Insecurity is existing. We need security, and they shot him. How can you, even though the man is saying what you don't like, that is democracy for you, that is democracy. That is why when I see all this thing, I just get upset, That is democracy. People have freedom of speech. This is government by the people, for the people. That is democracy. You should not shut anybody's down. So we have to go more into that that activist story. Let me bring it up.
Accused of trading brown envelopes for activism. But as many Twitter users say, every activist has a price. The year 2014 through 2015 saw Sowore run a smear campaign against Goodluck.
Couldn't walk anymore, I fell to the ground. She instructed her men to be shooting more tear gas in our direction, apparently to prevent anybody from saving me.
Without a doubt, Omoyele Sowore has been one of the most consistent human rights activists in Nigeria, and his doggedness is unmistakably a passion for democracy reformation in the country. But since the 2020 EndSARS protests, many have come to openly distrust him over suspicion that he may be faking his passion for activism for brown envelopes. This is following reports that the 50-year-old founder of Sahara Reporters is being paid by the opposition party, PDP, causing mayhem during President Muhammadu Buhari's tenure, and if possible, see to not only his resignation or impeachment, but also ensure that APC is never voted into the press.
Look, there's no point for you to be eliminating people. There's no point for you to, even though PDP is paying him, it's not your business. Do the right thing. APC, do the right thing. If you do the right thing, you won't be in international country is existing, but they are doing the right thing. You cannot want a contract of 100 billion. They did not give you the account. So if Sowore, I will be calling him Sowore because I keep on. If Rowole or Sowore is being paid by PDP, it's not your business. APC. This is Shining Light TV station, London, worldwide. I am saying, do your own work. If you repair roads, at least on 6 years in government, you have created employment at least for 100,000 people. It's something, and you have data of develop your data. Thank you.
Presidential seat in the future. Surely, this is not the first time Sowore will be accused of trading brown envelopes for activism. But as many Twitter users say, every activist has a price. The year 2014 through 2015 saw Sowore run a smear campaign against Goodluck Jonathan to pave the way for Buhari as president-elect during the 2015 presidential election. How he went about the smear campaign convinced many it was born out of a passion for good governance because APC, the then opposition party, had paid him. Apart from efforts of being paid for activism, Sowore has come under fire severally over suspicion that he is doing activism for his selfish interest in becoming the country's next president. With Nigerian youths now chanting, "Not too young to rule," it is believed that Sowore has continued to show a doggedness in activism with hopes that the youth will choose him and massively support him to run for presidency come the 2023 polls. Nonetheless, Sowore has actively been a part of major protests in the country, even though he is based in the US with his wife and children and risks being abused or arrested for protesting. His activism history dates back to when he was still a student of the University of Lagos, where he took part in the 1989 protest against the conditions of the International Monetary Fund $120 million loan to Nigeria, asking the government to reduce the number of universities from 28 to just 5. As a result, he was arrested amongst many others and tortured for days until his release. He would later become the president of the student union government in Unilag, where he led many Aluta struggles and faced rustication for 2 years. The iconic 1993 June 12 protest was also one Sowore didn't miss, as he actively protested alongside others.
This is Shining Light TV station, London. We are not copywriter. We are. I am analyzing the video on my own words, So if the man is protesting human rights, yeah, let him protest. If he's a good person to run Nigeria to become good, why not? Why not? Nigeria, does it mean for only Hausa, only military we run it? No. Nigeria is for everybody. If Rowole have established his own, people like him, people know he will do the good job, and his family live in United States. So if he can bring United States to Nigeria, why not? Go ahead.
After he left the country and realized the governance situation in Nigeria had not changed much for the better, he founded Sahara Reporters in 2006 to fight against corrupt government practices in Nigeria. He reportedly runs the media house on grants and doesn't accept financial support or adverts from the Nigerian government. Chanting the slogan, "Amumu don't do," Sowore announced his decision to run for the presidency in 2018 but lost in the 2019 polls to President Muhammadu Buhari. Ever since, he has actively been protesting against Buhari's administration. Ahead of the planned #RevolutionNow protesting nationwide in 2019, Sowore was arrested by the DSS in August of 2019 over conspiracy charges to commit treason and insulting President Muhammadu Buhari. Against the court's ruling to grant him bail, Sowore spent over 4 months in jail illegally and was seriously tortured. Upon his release in December of 2019, he was again picked up by the DSS, where he said they threatened his life before releasing him. Despite this, Sowore has refused to back down in doing his activism work. He continued to organize protests both online and offline against President Buhari's incompetent government and actively led the Abuja #EndSARS protest in October 2020 and even after the Lekki Tollgate massacre. Most recently, he organized a protest in Abuja against the rising insecurity in the country. Unfortunately, to the shock of many, the activists alongside others were tear-gassed. Before he could understand what was going on, he was hit by a stray bullet at the Unity Fountain in Abuja. From the live stream on Instagram, Sowore could be seen bleeding and in excruciating pain before being rushed to the hospital for treatment.
We went to the hospital. We got halfway into the public hospital and we decided against it. That it's better to go to a private hospital.
Yeah, this is Shining Light TV station, London, worldwide. You can see in Nigeria, look, people, Mayegu talk, Sowore talk, Sunday Obowu talk, Shining Light TV London is talking. Everybody is talking. So how do you want somebody who is going with no arm, saying there's no security, even though this is a democracy? He can say something that the government doesn't like. Yeah, Give them chance because they are the one that elected you. You know, he's a human rights fighter. He needs to fight for human rights. If he decided to be a president, the field is open for everybody. This is why I'm hammering Shining Light TV station, London, worldwide. This man said there is no security. There is insecurity in Nigeria. We need security. And you people came to want to kill him. Why should you go and fight somebody who has no ammunition in his hand? Because you have done it in Lekki Toll Gate and you get away with it. You think you can be killing people and getting away with it. This is Shining Light TV station, London. I am using because I talk about this Rowole. I talk about Showole or Rowole yesterday. But thank God they sent me the video. That is why I'm still hammering on it. If somebody is marching on the street, why are you pimping that is collecting bribe? Why don't you present government APC? If it's Mayegu, he say APC, Egbekegbe, APC. Why don't you do the right thing? Why don't you challenge people? Why don't you say, oh, this APC, what we came to do in Nigeria for 8 years, we have to give the Nigerian people steady light. Why don't you make history? Why don't you make history? APC, Egbekegbe, APC, do something that is good. Stop killing people.
So we went to a private hospital and they began treating the injury on my thigh. We didn't know how big or serious it was, but I was just in a lot of pain.
Even though he's yet to attain full recovery from the gunshot wound, Sowore has now said that he would not let the injury stop him from protesting against bad governance and immediately launched a bigger nationwide protest for June 12, which is the day set aside to celebrate democracy in the country. Sharing a video of his stand on Instagram, Sowore explained that President Buhari's regime planned to eliminate everyone opposed to it. Still, because the plot has failed, citizens now have a chance to demand change, starting with the June 12 protest. Since it launched the hashtag June 12 protest, there are suspicions that it will not be successful over rumors that he is collecting brown envelopes from the opposition party behind closed doors. Many youths are trying not to be a pawn in the activist game, especially one that may cost them their life. Also, referring to the unsuccessful hashtag revolution now, where Sowore was picked up by the DSS ahead of the protest, there are reports that history may repeat itself again as the hashtag June 12 protest draws nearer. In other news, many Nigerian youths have grown really fearful of protesting over how the 2020 hashtag EndSARS protest ended with a nationwide massacre and mayhem. With the recent tweet from President Buhari where he threatened genocide against the Igbos and IPOB members, it is believed that many youths will not come out for the protest. At the same time, some advised Sowore to learn from the Biafras and recreate the hashtag sit-at-home protest Nnamdi Kanu successfully executed on May 31st, 2021. Notwithstanding, Nigerians on social media have been reacting positively to the planned June 12 protest and have been trending it with many slogans, demands, and hashtags. BB Niger star Kathy wrote on Instagram, "This is horrible. So sorry this happened to you. Thank you for every sacrifice you are making for our society." A Twitter user wrote, "June 12 protest is coming. They have paid some animal."
This is Shining Light TV station, London, worldwide. I think when I went to I was on holiday when that June 12th. If they can do it June 12th, why not? This is democracy. They can practice democracy because democracy is for people to exercise their feeling, their right, you know. They should not stop the June 12th. Now he have launched to practice. Just don't go and vandalize people's property. Go a peaceful protest. Very clean. Let us start growing. That is the way we can grow. That is the way that international country will see us. If you successful like this one Nnamdi Kanu did, sit at home, May 31st, and he went successful. That is why we see that is the step of growing about our democracy. We need to grow. We need to tell the story. We need to further our history to our children, our grandchildren, our great-grandchildren. If I wasn't in National Assembly on that day that 19 governors are having the meeting, you know, I learned a lot. I was there giving them paper, giving them sheet, but there I was learning. I was learning. And what I learned today, I have told it my children will tell to their children will tell to their children. History must be told. We will tell our story, we will write our story. If June 12th, just what I'm against, don't go and vandalize people's property. Do a peaceful protest the way they do it in America. Walk on the street. You people be peaceful. Walk on the street. After walking on the street, because even though you walk on the street, this government, you tend to, they put it under their carpet. But we have to keep on marching on. This is Shining Light TV station, London, worldwide. We are not copyrighting anybody. We are only analyzing, telling people this is your right. Shining Light TV station, London. You can't stop me by saying, Governor, show us your work. Senator, where is your surgery? Voters' right. And I'm the mother founder of Elizabeth Foundation, Shining Light TV station, London, and Jesus Divine. I'm Mama Macha.
To trend it, hashtag Aisha the hypocrite. Sharing a picture saying 30,000 naira minimum wage is wickedness, a Twitter user wrote, on June 12th, we should remember that this is not the democracy we fought for. Democracy should work for the masses, not a tiny few. Nigeria needs a system change. Hashtag June 12 protest. Sharing a picture saying, stop killing Nigerians, another Twitter user wrote, no nation has ever declared war against her citizens and won. Buhari is not a student of history. Hashtag June 12 protest. The National Association of Nigerian Students has also declared June 12 as the National Protest Day for Nigerian students over the incessant kidnapping of students across the country by bandits. According to the association president, there is nothing to celebrate.
This is Shining Light TV station, London, worldwide. About the kidnapping of school, I've talked about it because during Jonathan Goodluck, they went to kidnap Chibok girls. Nobody have done anything, so it become an open field for them. It become a big market for them. It become where they will use school children to ask their parents to give them 180 million. These parents are struggling. I've been talking about, I went to boarding house. In my lifetime, I was in boarding house. Nobody have invaded school. In this government, I saw that their target is to invade school to kill people. This is Shining Light TV station. When you get this video, keep on passing message. June 12th will happen. Peaceful protest, because we should practice democracy because it's peaceful protest. Thank you.
It's about democracy in Nigeria in the face of insecurity. Would you say Sowore activism is fueled by passion or brown envelopes? Do you think the June 12 protest will be successful? And lastly, do you think history will repeat itself with Sowore being arrested ahead of the protest? Share your opinion in the comment section down below. If you found this video informative, please comment, like, and share. Also, don't forget to subscribe for more well-researched African stories and news we know you would like. Finally, click on the bell sign to be notified every time we upload a new video so that you don't miss out.